Caitlyn has really high mountains, like
I'm
peaks,
super optimistic.
and really low valleys when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
So I'm like, don't let the peaks be too high and don't let the valleys be too low.
I woke up like 20 minutes ago and it was so hard to get out of bed today. I don't know what the deal was. I think it's just because it was like extra dark, but a few things. Good morning. Ty just ran Scarlett to school. Our landscapers just got here, and so if you hear like a buzzing background noise, that's what it is. I have an entirely new camera, like vlog setup, and I'm really kind of digging it. I did add a mic to the top of this because I had a few comments about like audio in my last video, so hopefully this mic helps. I already had this. I think it's like a Rode, yeah, it's a Rode mic. I loved the 16mm that I was using last time. I'll show you guys a difference here in a second, but it was just like too up close and personal. This is a wider angle lens, so you see like more of the world around me and not just like me, and that was more of what I was wanting. So this is the 11-22mm, and it's a Canon lens, and I don't even know if you guys care about this stuff, but I do, so I'm gonna talk about it. You can see like all of the things around me, and it's not just like so up close to my face. I'm about to put on the 16mm lens. This is what it looks like. It's a much heavier lens. It's a wonderful lens. So I'm standing in the same spot, and this is how close I am in this lens. I feel like for vlogging the 11mm lens is going to be better, plus it's smaller and it's more lightweight. This lens is really good though. It has like a really good depth of focus. This is the one I shared in my last video, but I don't know, I might return it, I might still keep it. I'm still trying to figure that out. Anyways, let's switch back to the vlogging lens. And we're back. So yeah, it's taken me a second to like figure out this new equipment and get used to it, and I'm still not used to it, but I think we have something good going. I have been loving this pill organizer still. I shared this in a couple vlogs ago, but if you have to take medication at like different times of the day, this is like honestly the best way to organize them. So I need to take my vitamins. Everything's vitamins, but the two little blue pills are my estrogen. I just came to my bathroom to talk to you guys. The gardeners are like right outside of our back door, so Indy keeps barking and the buzzing noise is loud. Are you sick of seeing me give myself injections? Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of doing this, but this is my life, and this is just, you know, what's been going on for the past couple of months. Hi, Ty. Yo. Good morning. You want to inject me?
Sure.
Ty has to go to our fertility clinic. Well,
It just sucks. It's such a drive, just a sign.
I know.
I get it. Probably just go now.
Yeah, to go sign paperwork for our frozen embryo transfer, because they won't start like thawing our embryo until he signs the paperwork, which totally makes sense. They have to like witness him signing it. So yeah, he has to go do that. So he's probably gonna go run to our clinic today. It just kind of sucks because it's a little bit of a drive. I mean, it's not bad. Like I feel like we say it's a drive, but I know people who literally travel.
Yeah, I wonder if traffic is bad right now.
You should wait a little bit. No, I know people who literally like travel or like fly to a fertility clinic.
This would be so hard if you didn't live in a city that had.
It'd be so hard. So like we complain sometimes about driving to our clinic, but like we have it not, like we don't have it bad. We have it good. So we really should not complain. But yeah, it's frozen embryo transfer month, and I'm officially getting pregnant this month, which is just like crazy. I just had to switch out my battery. Ty keeps joking.
I don't know, should I?
He's like,
Andy, should I?
He's like, maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna sign the paperwork. I'm like, what? Anyways, I wanted to kind of like explain what I keep talking about when I say that I'm gonna be pregnant this month, because there's no guarantee that this transfer is going to work, but we keep putting it out into the universe saying that it is.
Yeah, you're jinxing it.
He says I'm jinxing it. Okay, no, so.
I've seen, yeah, I don't know.
No, okay, let me explain. So when you are going through a frozen embryo transfer, you are pregnant technically the day that they do the transfer, because hopefully you guys can hear me and it's not too loud. I think it's really loud. I'll talk to you guys in the car. Don't be sad, but I told our landscapers to cut down our Dr. Seuss tree. It's time, so.
Are you supposed to do that?
I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but it's becoming such an eyesore. Like, it was really funny and cool for a while, but I'm over it and I want it gone. So this thing is literally growing out of our agave. What? Well, if that's what's meant to be, that's what's meant to be. If it dies after cutting this, then it is what it is. But I think it's gonna die regardless. So apparently when these things start sprouting out of agave, that means like it's called the bloom of death and it's gonna die. So I'm like, if it's gonna die, it's gonna die. But our yard is a hot mess right now. It definitely needs cleaned. They already started like trimming it. So pretty excited to have this done today. Ty talked me into going with him to our fertility clinic.
You offered.
I mean,
I was like, sure, if you want to.
I did have a whole day planned of things I needed to do, but yeah, I wasn't really going to be able to do a lot of them. I didn't really think about it because our landscapers are here and it's really hard to film when
yeah, it's like super loud.
It is, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go with you. Thank you. Just text me when you're done. Okay,
all right, have a good one.
I've been trying to tell you guys what I was talking about with the whole pregnant thing. And it was just hard to talk in there. So let me explain. So when you go through a frozen embryo transfer, the day they transfer their embryo, you're technically, like once they transfer it, you're technically 2 weeks pregnant already. If you think about it, the embryo has, like, it's already an embryo. You're skipping like that stage because that has already been done. And so they transfer it.
Well, yeah, it's like already like fertilized.
Yeah, it's already fertilized and like those steps are already completed. So once they transfer the embryo, you hope that it implants into your uterus. That is like the one thing science can't do. That's like where biology has to take part or take play. When they transfer the embryo, you are technically pregnant because you have a fertilized egg, an embryo in your uterus, and basically you just wait the next 9 days for us because we transfer and then 9 days later we have our like first HCG blood draw. We wait until then and then we find out if, I hope my camera's not like shaking too much. I'm still so getting used to all this equipment.
Yeah.
But we find out if my body took the pregnancy or not. So basically you either get pregnant or you technically miscarry the embryo. So you're pregnant until proven otherwise. It's called, what do they call it? Pregnant until proven pupo. Yeah, they call it pupo. They call it something like that. It's like an IVF term, but yeah, you're pregnant until proven otherwise. So that is what I mean when I say we're getting pregnant this month. I'm gonna be pregnant this month. Like, yeah, I'm trying to be like super optimistic, but like technically in the terms of IVF, it is true.
Well, the doctor said what, 50 to 60%?
Yeah.
chance?
Yeah. So.
I don't like. Yeah, it's like. Ugh, I wish it's higher than that.
I mean,
but I hope he's just being like a doctor, like a scientist, and just like erring on the side of caution.
I mean, he does. I feel like
numbers.
Whenever we talk to him, he gives us the worst news possible. Like, I feel like he's super pessimistic about everything, but I think he has to.
Yeah.
As a doctor, like
sure.
I think he has to be like that. But yeah, 50 to 60% is supposed to be like our success rate. I don't know if that's standard or just for us, but I mean, you never know. It's either gonna work or it's not.
But that's the part you don't have issues with though, right? Is like is it the uterus?
Always said, my ovaries are crap, but my uterus is golden.
Yeah.
People are like, you need to make a t-shirt about that. But it's the truth though. Like my issue has always been my ovaries. So the hardest part for us to overcome was getting through the egg retrieval and getting embryos, healthy embryos. And so we made it past that step. And so this feels super stress-free and simple and easy. Not easy, but like way easier than the egg retrieval because this isn't our issue. So anyways, that's what I'm talking about. I think
Just don't jinx it.
He keeps like,
You've made comments and
I'm putting it out into the future. It's so hard to find that balance of like, how do you like positively, optimistically put it out into the universe and
see, I'm always
manifest
with anything,
it.
I'm like skeptical and cautiously optimistic, maybe to a fault.
You mean pessimistic? You said optimistic.
I think I'm optimistic, but I'm like cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously, okay. Yeah, I think he has a good balance. Like he definitely like balances my highs and brings me back down.
Caitlyn has really high mountains, like
I'm
peaks,
super optimistic.
and really low valleys when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Some like just don't let the peaks be too high and don't let the valleys be too low.
he's not wrong. I'm gonna hold this because I'm scared this is getting like, I don't know how the audio is gonna be in here, so I'm like super scared we're not like getting, I don't know, I'm just scared my camera's shaking and stuff so you guys can't hear us, but I don't know, we'll figure this out along the way. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of like where we're at with all of the fertility stuff. We officially have our embryo transfer, like I said, in 14 days, and we will know 9 days after the transfer if my body took the pregnancy or not, so if it worked or not. Will we test early? I don't know.
Do they recommend against that?
They do. It's like a big no-no. My thought...
Probably everybody does it though.
I don't know. Everybody I know who's gone through IVF has done it, and it's been like correct. So here's my concern.
Sorry, is it just
no, it's okay.
It's just regular HCG test, right?
Yeah.
Like a regular pregnancy test.
Oh yeah. But I don't know. So okay, here's my concern with testing early about all of that. If I'm going to be disappointed, I don't want to be disappointed every day. And I know myself, like once we start testing, we'll probably test daily. And so that's why I'm like...
Yeah, you'll test multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Like little pea sticks.
It's so addicting. It is. Like, who else feels the same way? Like, it's... people who are like, I didn't test until like 10 days after my miscarriage. I'm like, how? How? But yeah, if I'm going to be disappointed, I just want to be disappointed once. I don't know if my heart can handle a daily disappointment.
But do you want to be, like, if it doesn't turn out right, do you want to be like, all that emotion hit you all at once at the doctor's office?
So I think they'll call us. So we'll go in for our,
yeah. I just assumed we'd have to go in.
No, well we do. We go in for our blood draw that morning at 8 a.m. and then they call us that afternoon.
Take it right then, okay.
Yeah, so we get a phone call. So I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't think it's a decision we're going to be able to make until we're actually like going through it all, but
we're probably test.
Knowing us, we probably will, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just like, I think my one fear with all of this is not even for the transfer not to work, but for me, I think I'm like the most scared for how I would feel if the transfer doesn't work, because I was in such a dark place for so long, like in the going through like the hardest times of infertility. It was like a really hard time for me, and it was just like a struggle with everyday life. I don't know, I didn't even like recognize who I was. I was having a lot of anxiety about stupid things, like even just like going to the grocery store, or it all like circles back now to I think like what was going on with our fertility. Like I didn't feel like myself. I think I was getting like, I don't know. You have anxiety.
I did. Like, and it was really bad for like a couple of weeks. And I think it was leading up to the egg retrieval because I was just so anxious about what was going to surface from all of that. But I'm finally feeling like super, super positive. I feel like I'm in a really good place, like physically, mentally. I just feel like I'm doing really well. And I'm scared to go back to how I was feeling a couple of months ago. And yeah, that is like my biggest fear through this entire frozen embryo transfer. So I don't know. Anyways, enough of like infertility talk. I feel like we've been talking for a long time, but it's February. It is officially our month, so that's what's going on. But we're gonna make this drive. First, we're gonna make a quick pit stop at the gas station for Ty's daily dose of Monster. Zero.
I'm like dragging right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. Go to the fertility clinic, and then I think we're gonna go to Target because I need to grab a few things, and that was like on my to-do list today. So I told Ty, I'm like, if I go with you, we need to go to Target. Here he comes, officially signed. Officially signed the paperwork, or hopefully signed the paperwork. Let's find out. Did you do it? Did you sign?
Maybe.
What'd you have to do? Did you just have to do a signature or what?
Yeah, it's just one signature.
Okay. Did you do it?
No, I didn't. I had cold feet.
Oh my gosh.
I decided maybe not.
Oh, okay. You don't want to do it anymore?
No, when she walked out, she was like, do you know the genders? Before you signed, do you know the genders? And I was like, yeah, I know. I know that it's a girl, boy.
Okay.
Girl.
Really? All right, well there's that. So we're officially ready to have our embryos thawed. Okay, I'm not even gonna, no, I am gonna say this because it's a legit fear. When they thaw the embryos, things can happen. Like, the embryos can go bad. Did you know that? It's kind of scary to think about.
I didn't, but now I do.
I know.
Now I figured it was.
There's like a risk
on every step.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't you?
Oh my gosh, this sun, I'm sorry.
I know, but I'm also trying to drive and not hit cars, you know?
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so that's like a step we have to get past too. I didn't know that was a thing until I read something about it, and now it's like a legit fear of mine. I don't know what the risks, like what the percentage of the risk is though. I would like to know the statistics on that. Or not. Maybe I don't want to know. Okay, we're gonna stop.
I'm putting it into the universe.
Yeah, what are we doing? What am I doing? Why am I talking so negative? Okay, let's just like cut this out.
Yeah.
No more negativity. Just ran into Target really fast to grab a few things that I needed. Okay, this is what I really needed to get at Target was these conversation hearts. These are the large ones, but I also got like the regular sized one. I'm taking some pictures of Lollico and I needed those for it. And then I grabbed just some Dove chocolate to put in Scarlett's teacher gift. I have like a little gift for her. I needed something like that. This is the mascara I've been using. It's super, super inexpensive. It's the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I feel like it works pretty good. And then I needed some new deodorant. So this is what I use. It's the Native deodorant. I've been using this for years. I love it. And the cucumber mint is my favorite scent. And then I also randomly grabbed these grapes because they look good. Just got home and the backyard looks so much better. I should have shown you guys like a reel before. It looks so clean. There was like leaves and all of these, what do you call them? Bogabitas? I don't know. They were all like losing their leaves or their flowers, and there was just pink petals everywhere. Everywhere. Indy, your ball's back there. You have a ball back there. Look. But yeah, it looks so good. And they cut down that thing. So yeah, I'm glad they did because it was getting a little out of control. This doesn't look like it's dying though. I'm so confused. Anyways, I need to eat something now. Typically I eat oatmeal in the mornings when I take my estrogen and like my vitamins, but I didn't this morning because that lighting. There we go. I didn't this morning because I ended up leaving with Ty to go, you know, go run those errands. And my stomach's kind of bothering me and I think it's the medication. So I'm gonna cook my oatmeal that I eat every single day. It's the Better Oats and it's the maple and brown sugar. Somebody told me to try the cinnamon roll one too, and that is good, but I still like this is still my favorite, the maple and brown sugar. It's my favorite thing ever, really. Okay, I put on my workout clothes today because I'm planning on going to the gym before I pick Scarlett up from school. I was gonna go first thing this morning, but you know, things changed. I am currently sitting down doing some editing of today's vlog because I wanna like edit in the moment to see like how, like what I'm doing with my camera. And I realized like some of the focus has been off in this video and some of like the audio has been off, but the only way I can figure this out is to actually like vlog and, you know, figure it out along the way. So hang in there with me. We're gonna figure this out and it'll get better eventually, but I've got to live and learn. I am going to quickly, I need to film like some Instagram stories for a brand, and then I need to, well, hopefully I have time. I got those conversation hearts from Target because I have like we're doing a sale for Lollico this week. Actually, we'll start it today. So yeah, I'll just start it today. This is the day this video goes up. So I'll share the sale with you guys once I get that part figured out. But I want to use the conversation hearts to make a picture because it's like February and, you know, Valentine's. Okay, I just got done shooting some fun Valentine's Day product shots of Lollico. If you don't know what Lollico is, this is our kids' hair and body care brand, but we're gonna run a sale starting today. So if you guys are wanting to get your hands on some Lollico, it is gonna be on sale. So all of our products are gonna be 15% off with the code
Lolly Love 15. So this is our strawberry shampoo and body wash. This is our strawberry conditioner. And then this one is our lavender shampoo and body wash and our lavender conditioner. And just in case you don't know, we've formulated a really clean product. So we don't use toxic ingredients. There's no parabens, sulfates. We are cruelty free. We are tear free. We're vegan. I mean, we leave out all of the bad things. You guys can find a full list of ingredients over on our website, shoplollyco.com. But yeah, if you guys have been wanting to try out our Lollyco products, now's a really good time to do so. Again, the code will be LollyLove15 for 15% off your entire purchase. All right, I am not gonna make it to the gym before I pick up Scarlett. I have been working all, like, since we've got back, and it just, you know, took longer than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. I'm either gonna take today off or I'll go tonight. Scarlett has a friend coming over from school. Otherwise, I would just like take her to the gym with me, but I'm not gonna be able to do that because she has a play date, which is gonna be really fun. But I wanted to quickly like sit down and just talk a little bit more about what I was talking about in the car now that I've kind of like gotten my thoughts together. And I was like going through footage because I'm like editing in the moment today to like make sure I'm doing things right with my camera. But I just wanted to kind of like touch base more on this because I don't think I ever told you guys, like, I don't even know if you could tell. I feel like a lot of times you guys can read me pretty well. But right before we started our egg retrieval, I was really, really struggling with like my mental health, and I was having like extreme anxiety, definitely feeling depressed, definitely feeling like I was failing. Like everything was just so heavy on me. I was feeling so like alone, and it was affecting a lot of things. It was affecting my day-to-day life. It was affecting, like, obviously my mental health. It was definitely like putting a strain on like our marriage. And I mean, Ty was wonderful, and it didn't like really affect our marriage, but like I was so moody and just like wanted to like be alone. And you know, it was really not a good place for me to be in. And I know it has to do with like, okay, lots of things. The hormones that I've been on, I know it has to do with like the uncertainty of like IVF and infertility. I know it has to do with like the stress, and you know, we've been going through infertility for over the past year and a half, and like it's a lot. You really don't know infertility unless you've walked through it. Like unless you've been through it, you don't fully understand. And I can say that now because I never got it. Like I never understood. I always felt so much empathy for women who are going through infertility, but I never fully understood it until I've walked those, like been in those shoes. And it just messes with you so much. But anyways, I don't know like what was wrong with me. I think I vlogged one time and I told you guys like I'm turning into an introvert and everything. I think like a couple days before that, it's just really hard to like share these moments in the moment too. Like I don't want to feel like I was like hiding these emotions, but like I just wasn't ready to talk about it. But I am now because I'm in a better place. But yeah, I remember sitting in the Target parking lot, like literally calling Ty and saying I cannot physically go into Target, which sounds so crazy, but I could not get myself to go walk into the store. And I don't know what it is. Like I truly can't even like understand it, but I could not get out of the car. I could not go inside Target. I don't know. Like my mom was texting me. She's like, I'm worried about you. Like it was just like a really weird time. Like I've never felt the way I felt during that time. Like I never have been like that. So it was just a really weird situation. I was doing a lot of like pickups. Like I wouldn't go into Target. I'd only, like, I don't know why Target is triggering me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because like at the baby section and lots of moms there with babies. I don't know, but it was triggering to me. And so like I couldn't go into Target. I couldn't go to the grocery store. I'd only like order things online and go pick them up. And this probably went on for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks. And I look back now and I think I was definitely struggling with some like serious depression and major anxiety. I don't know how I got out of it because I did. It was probably hormones. Like it was probably hormones, but it was like all leading up to our egg retrieval, which I think I had a lot more anxiety surrounding the egg retrieval than I even realized. And it just like all hit me all at once before we got started with all of that. So these have just been some like honest, raw feelings that I've haven't shared yet, I guess. But now that I feel like I've processed and figured out like what was wrong with me, now I understand them a little bit more and I can talk about them a little bit more. I think just like getting back in routine and exercising and feeling more like myself, doing things that make me happy, like naturally got me out of that. But yeah, it was a rough time. Definitely a rough time. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like dive more into that and talk a little deeper about those feelings and like what I was talking about, because that was definitely like the most challenging moments through our journey, I guess. But yeah, this vlog is getting so long. Like last vlog was like 35 minutes. I think this vlog's gonna be super long. I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video here because like I said, we have a play date going on and I'm not gonna have my camera out, and so we don't really have anything going on the rest of the day. So thank you guys for following along with today's video. Very chatty video. I also want to say, if you are feeling those feelings that I just shared, if you're feeling the anxiety and the depression, all of that comes along with infertility, I see you, I hear you, I totally get that. Something I always recommend if you're ever, starting to dive into that depression is BetterHelp. That's who I used. It's an online counseling service with licensed therapists. This is not sponsored at all, but that is who I've used in the past whenever I am needing some kind of like counseling or therapy, and they're amazing. I love them. And I love being able to like do it from my home and like schedule it on my time and my space. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.